Well, good evening. So, all right, just a short little speech. What? Well, hello. Yasses. Kalispera. All right, for the ones who do not know me, I am Lucy's father, creator, and the one who started the journey in life for Lucy with the help of our mother, Jenny. On behalf of my wife, Jenny, and I, Peter's parents, Jenny and Alex, we all welcome here today to celebrate this wonderful occasion of the celebration and the wedding of our beautiful daughter, Lucy, to our brand new son-in-law, Peter. How many minutes have I got? All right. Our dear Lucy, we love you very, very much. With Lucy, what you see is what you get. A kind, loving and caring girl. Her family and friends can all attest to this. What we all love is when Lucy says, I've got a funny story to tell you all. And we all know if we're going to be in for a great laugh. As a child, Lucy, she was a joy to be with an infectious smile, wonderful sense of humour, and she's always been able to make everyone feel special. She's definitely the party girl, and this may be an inherited trait from her mum and late grandmother Christine. Lucy's infamous quote from her 16th birthday, "Are you enjoying your party, Lucy?" "Mum, I am the party." Ginny and I are immensely proud of you, Lucy, for the person you have become and everything you've achieved in life. Lucy's skills in arranging events is brilliant, so just look at what she's achieved today. Give her a spreadsheet and watch her go. Good on you, Lucy. Lucy has a passion and love for cooking, and she is damn good at it. As an ex-chef myself, I knew early on that she had talent, and she has it. Now, Peter, my boy. Ginny and I had heard a little bit about this bloke called Peter. However, we were confused as we could not work out if you were Egyptian or Greek. Lucy was not sure. And I'm still confused. My first impressions of Peter were enlightened by being greeted by a wonderful human being. A man with ethics, care, honesty, sincerity, who cared deeply for Lucy. What more could a parent ask for? Maybe no more skips, Peter, on the game. Phase 10 would help. Ginny and I feel honoured, Peter, to have you in Lucy's life and to have you to continue down the same path of supporting our Lucy with love and care for the rest of her life. So we wish you both nothing but the best life can deliver you. Yes, life can be difficult sometimes. However, you must experience the tough times to truly appreciate the great times. Remember, you both have people here who love and support you and to guide you through your life's journey together. So I would love you all to raise your glasses. Not yet. Hang on, wait, well, not yet. All right, to Mr. and Lucy Papanis. All right. Yamas Efaristo.
Beautifully spoken, Colin. Now we'll be hearing from the father of the groom, Alex. Make your way down.
I would like to welcome you all and thank those who have joined us in celebrating Peter and Lucy's wedding. It's a joy to have all friends and family who have been part of their lives here today to witness the next step they've taken as a married couple. I would like to thank my nephews and nieces as well as cousins who have travelled from Sydney to be here. Thank you, and I'm so glad to see you. Jenny and I would also like to pass our prayers and best wishes to my cousin George, who could not make the trip due to poor health. George, our thoughts are with you, and get well soon. We also like to take the opportunity to acknowledge Peter's Uncle John, who was a big part of his life, but is no longer with us. While he isn't physically here, he's very much in our hearts and our thoughts today. Peter's friends, thanks for being part of his life. Some of you from kinder and others new, but you all have played a part in some way to getting him to this point. Colin and Jeannie, how proud you must feel today. You have raised a beautiful and caring young woman who has chosen to start a new chapter with Peter by her side. We are so excited that the future will hold and can't wait to share the title of Yayan Papu with you both. To Lucy, Jen and I wish to welcome you to the family officially, even though you've been part of the family for some time. Your acceptance of Peter to be part of your life in future is a joy to us that you also have embraced his culture, Greek tradition. I know it was shot, but you did great. To my son Peter, your mother and I felt so blessed when you came into our lives. Those feelings intensified each day. You have made our lives full and rewarding, and son, we're so proud of mature, beautiful, funny, caring man you have become. You know that you will be the best husband you can for Lucy, and when the time is right, the best dad yourself. So you have shown, as you have shown with as your loving uncle to Zenovia, your cousins and godchildren. To my wife Jenny, we are going on 50 years together. You have given us two beautiful children. Life is good, and as I said, both of us wish Peter and Lucy happiness in the future. Fill your glasses, raise up, stand up, and wish Mr. and Mrs. Papanis.
Beautifully spoken, Alex. Thank you. Time to move into the heavy hitters. Let's bring out the maid of honour, Kate. Come on down.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kate, and I am Lucy's best woman. Lucy and I actually just celebrated our 5-year anniversary. And believe it or not, we also met on a dating app, but a dating app for housemates. I'll never forget the day that Lucy moved in. We were sussing each other out. There was lots of those awkward moments. Ginny also came over that weekend, and that's when the dreaded lurgy hit, COVID. And it was all very worrying because I was stuck in our house with this stranger. So we got to know each other very quickly. Within the first month of living together, we had some real bonding experiences. That was the start of our friendship. These included when our bathroom sink got clogged. So we thought, yeah, instead of calling a plumber, we could fix it. So we stuck a coat hanger down it to unblock it, and it got stuck. Lucy also insisted that we watch wine masterclasses where she put on her wine connoisseur hat and had her laptop out taking notes, and me being like, okay, this is interesting. I learnt a lot about tannins that day. We learnt about each other's quirks, and I learnt very quickly about how often Lucy likes to fake tan, how messy she is when she cooks, how many onions you need to use when you're making caramelised onion, which apparently is a lot, how brutally honest she can be, which is a blessing and a curse, and that she doesn't match her socks. Well, at least she didn't used to. She used to just put them all... She used to just put them all... They were all loose in the drawer, and whatever she pulled out, she went with. Like one time, we had a fluffy pink sock and an ankle sock, and I just can't deal with that. We quickly became each other's favourite person and loved spending weekends with our boys Ted and Howie, cooking, drinking wine and watching all kinds of movies and TV shows. We lived together for 2 years, which may not sound that long to some people, but in that time we laughed, we cried, we laughed till we cried till we laughed. We cooked, we made some everlasting memories, but most importantly, we made the best friendship that's going to last forever. I can honestly say that those 2 years were the most fun I've ever had, and the fun just kept on coming beyond our little cutie house. Now, Peter, I got the full behind-the-scenes show of how this relationship blossomed, and let me tell you, it was a roller coaster. In those early stages of texting, I experienced the many emotions of Lucy. If you just got it together, Pete, and replied a little bit sooner than 24 hours, this could have been a bit of a smoother ride for all of us. The happy phases were great, but when it got into the 18th and 19th hour of waiting for you to reply, it got a little bit hairy. We got angry at you, and then when that died down, there was sadness. And then, boom, that text came through, and we were right back to stage one, and we were happy again. Now, some of you may know that Lucy also loves a voice memo through text. So I clearly remember one day while Pete and Lucy were in their 24-hour text reply, Lucy thought, I'm just going to drop him a voice memo. And so she did. And that 24 hours waiting for him to reply was bloody like hell. Because we needed to know what your voice sounded like, because I feel like it was a bit make or break. Let me tell you, Peter, there were many times we nearly gave up because it was so long for you to reply. We thought it was over, but then that voice memo came through, and it was this deep, delicious voice. We were very happy. Girl, do you think you could say that it was almost as good a comeback as Stephen Bradbury? Pete quickly became part of our little family, and it was always so easy, except when he would get a little bit hungry from waiting to eat one of our MasterChef meals at 9 o'clock. He even stuck around after Lucy showed how competitive she can be, which is saying a lot as well. But Lucy knew that he was the one very quickly, so quickly in fact that we thought that the ring was going to come a little bit sooner. I think we spoke about it maybe 5 times, 6 times. We thought it was coming, but girl, he wasn't ready. Lucy has always been warm, loving, caring and full of life, but Pete was always her missing puzzle piece. When they are together, you can just see how much brighter they become. They look at each other like they're home. And I'm so glad that Lucy got to marry her second best friend today. Girl, you're just simply the best, and I love you both so much.
Well done, Kate. Thank you. The kitty gloves are finally off. Let's bring out the best man, Johnny. What have you got to say?
Done. Bo, bo, bo. She. Wow. I guess, where do I start? Do I need an introduction? Probably not. Here? Wow, that's been happening all day. Left, right. Yeah, you. Yeah. Had to do it. Jokes aside, I would like to say it's such an honour to be given the duties of being Peter's best man. I know, given the type of person you are, Peter, this decision wouldn't have come lightly to you, as you're a deep thinker, and I'm sure there would have been several people that would have been able to fit the bill, given you have so many close relationships with so many people, which is a trait that many people don't possess. So thank you. I'm trying not to get emotional there. I found it difficult to sum up my relationship with my cousin into one speech, so I figured it would be best to divide the speech into 3 categories. The bride, ladies first. Second, the family. And last but not least, the man. So first and foremost, the bride. I guess Peter was never the type to settle for second best, nor was he the type to worry about things. He always knew what he deserved and he was willing to wait for it. Time started to go by, and let's be honest there, you took your fucking sweet ass time. But one day, I get a phone call from Peter, and these famous words came out of his mouth. The phone call went a little bit like this. Ella, Malaga. I have met a Munara. Now, for those of you that don't know what that means, in English, let's just say it's a Greek slang for a very, very good-looking girl. Top tier. I was in disbelief. My first instinct was to invite them over for dinner. Now, knowing how Peter works, he thought it would be a good idea to kill 2 birds with 1 stone and invite his sister to come over to my place too. So I knew this shit was big. If Peter was bringing over a girl, or a Munara, to my place for the first time with his sister, this shit was bigger than the Catalina wine mixer. So I needed to pull out the red carpet. From what started off with a quick cheeky mow of the lawn and a few weeds, turned out to be a $2,500 mini-dollar house reno. I went as far as painting the brick wall there behind my house, just in case Lucy got lost and made her way down there, just so she's like, I don't know about these guys. You know what I mean? They'd be yiffed, you know what I mean? Yeah, I painted that. The day had come, and in came Lucy. Lucy, what can I say? Your vibrance, your infectious character is something that complements Peter in so many ways. You've come into his life filling him with so much love and joy. Having you enter into this, let's be honest, it's a pretty fucking hectic family. A little bit hectic. Has been a blessing. Opa! Has been a blessing to us all. You look amazing, and I hope you have the absolute best night. Round of applause for the bride, ladies and gentlemen. Second, the family. This is more in regards to the type of person that you are marrying tonight, Lucy. And just as important, the type of person that enters your family, Colin and Ginny. There's a lot more to Peter than just a sexy smile and blue eyes. You like that one, huh? There's something very special about Peter that he's rare in so many ways. He has to be, without a doubt, the most compassionate, caring and loving person I've ever met. Theo Alex, Thea Jenny, your son is 1 in a million. The job you have done raising this man for the last 39 years has been impeccable. And I say 39 years because he only stopped riding in the back seat with his parents to family gatherings last year, let's be honest. Yeah. Again took his time. Uncle Cole and Auntie Jenny, I'm sure you two will be rocking tonight. For those of you that don't know, Auntie Jenny loves a good shindig on the dance floor, doesn't she? Auntie Jenny. You two are amazing. And as parents, I can understand how important it is to have your daughter marry to a husband and into a family that were treated like a queen. You have both hit the jackpot, 6 numbers and a sub. Have a look at this guy. Peter and his family will take the best care of Lucy and show her nothing but love and respect for the years to come. Finally, the man. The famous papara. The man I call Scoops because he loves a good goss. What Tracy Grimshaw could tell you in 60 minutes, Peter could tell you in 5, straight out. He is also another Greek slang word, tsinguni, which in English translate to tight ass. Lucy, you can guarantee that you'll have the best interest rate and the lowest phone bill in the country. Not to mention a lot of romantic fine wine and dining, but just keep your Tuesdays free. You know what, come to think of it, that's probably why he wasn't writing back. Yeah, because he was too busy on the phone to the bank trying to get a better interest rate. Yeah. To conclude my speech, I would just like to finish up with a little social experiment. Now, they say, and I'm sure you'll all agree, the wedding is the biggest day of your life. They say it takes a village to prepare, and they also say it's the day you have the most important people to spend the day with you by your side. Whether it's in your bridal party, or most importantly, taking the very important role in being the godfather of your children. So with that said, can I please have a show of hands for anyone in this room that has had Peter either by his side in his bridal party or has asked him to be the godfather of his best man? How many people? Who we got? Hands up. That's brides and grooms, both. On 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 14 just here. Now, I'm sure there's going to be more. That is insane. You think about that. They say, you know, you can count your best friends on one hand. Now, there's so many people in here that have you on the hand, Peter. It's insane. Peter, you deserve the world. I truly feel grateful to have been one of the most important people in my life. I will cherish our bond and friendship. You'll always be a brother to me. Again, I thank you for giving me this honour of being your best man. It is truly a highlight of my life. And with that said, I would like to propose a toast to the bride and groom. Ladies and gentlemen, to the bride and groom. Let's go! Thank you. Oh, Mike.
Beautifully spoken. Thank you so much, Johnny. We've heard from the nearest, we've heard from the dearest. Now it's time to hear from the couple of the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Mr. and Mrs. Peter and Lucy Papanis.
Thank you. All right.
Can you take? Can you take the phone out of your pocket?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not today, man.
Yes.
Oh, is it
Come
back?
back. Yeah.
Okay. Come closer. Just come
Woof.
to the edge.
I'm trying to hide behind something. I
No,
don't know.
not allowed.
Okay. Okay. Not allowed. Okay.
2 pages.
All right. I don't know where to begin, to be honest with you. Coming after the people before me, you've really set the standard really high. Where do I begin? Mrs. Papanis. How beautiful does my bride look tonight? Fantastic. You're absolutely beautiful, babe. To the bridal party, you all look absolutely amazing tonight. To the ladies specifically, I know I can speak for Lucy when I say that the love and support that you guys have showed her over the years is unparalleled. In your own unique ways, you've all had a really positive impact on Lucy's life and moulded her into the person that she is today. So, thank you. To the groomsmen, Muggsy, if you ever dance with my sister like that again, never again. I'd written something, but I had to change because of the way I saw. That's. All right, back on track. To the groomsmen, you're looking very sharp, except for you, Muggsy. You're not sharp. It makes me feel old to say, but I've known all you boys for. We've known each other for about 30 plus years. Some friendships may fade in life, but to have you guys there with me, with all the support, you have no idea how much I appreciate it. The fishing trips, the Euro trips, the camping trips, the Vegas trips, they've all been shared with you guys, and hopefully that continues. Thank you. To Yanni, my best man, Michael Butto, the ultimate hype man. The ultimate hype man. I feel like you and Nicole have been more excited about this wedding than Lucy and I have. With qualities like yours, I can't think of a better proponent of a best man. You have made this whole experience so enjoyable. Nothing has been an issue. Every conversation we have has been pure positivity. You thrive off other people's happiness, and it shows. Thank you. I couldn't think of a better person to stand by my side on a day like today. Thank you, guys. All right, so here's a little story about when Lucy and I first met. So some of you already know this story, but we're going to sort of, rehash it. So growing up, my sister and I were always encouraged to be proud of our culture and my family's journey to Australia. So when Lucy and I first met on our first date, she asked me what background I was. I said, Greek Egyptian. And she said, oh, that's interesting. And we sort of moved on and didn't really touch on it again. Now, normally when people ask, I always say Greek because it's just a lot cleaner, a lot easier. But about 2 months later, I was in Adelaide to meet Lucy's family. I was in Adelaide for Christmas and I was meeting all of Lucy's family and friends for the first time. I still remember Colin meeting me at the door at 9 a.m. in the morning with a beer, which I thought was fantastic. Thank you, Colin. Really made me feel at home. So a few hours went past. Colin was preparing a delicious meal, as he always does. Thank you, Colin. And he was sort of focusing on his phone, and I noticed that he had Google Translate out. And he was trying to say words in Arabic to me. And I'll go with the flow. I'm not going to, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, okay, Habibi, thanks, I appreciate it. And I just thought nothing of it. So during that time, Colin and Ginny were sort of talking about Lucy's ex-boss that she used to work for, that he was Greek, that ripped her off, the one at the gym, and how much they disliked Greeks, and, Lucy would never date a Greek. And I'm sort of sitting there thinking, okay, well, that's great. One person has ruined it for the rest of us, and here we go. And then the sort of crescendo of that, the following day, we went to catch up with a group of Lucy's schoolmates. And I think Lucy, I can't exactly remember how it went down, but Lucy sort of mentioned to her friends that I was Egyptian. And when they asked me what my background was, I said Greek, and she couldn't believe it. She's like, no way. And they had a can of domades on the kitchen bench, and she's like, can you read this? It was obviously in Greek. I'm like, yeah, it says domades, domadakia merizi. And the look on her face was absolutely priceless because she couldn't believe it. For 3 months, Lucy thought she was dating an Egyptian. after she vowed to never date a Greek, and here we are. and as you can see, Colin still knows how to use Google Translate, which is good. On to Colin and Ginny. Thank you for being so loving and accepting. From the moment that we first met, you treated me with nothing but love and respect. You've welcomed me into your family, and I've felt the love from the start. Thank you very much. To Mum and Dad, I don't know where to begin. The amount of love and pure admiration I have for you both. Thank you for your guidance, your wisdom and support. You're both always there if we need advice to answer any of life's queries. And although sometimes I might not show it, I will be entirely grateful to you both. To my sister Marie and her fiancé Joe, the apple of my eye, our little niece Zenovia, Thank you for all your help over the last few months in the lead up to the wedding. We couldn't have done it without you guys. And Marie, you finally got the sister that you never wanted. To all the guests that travel here tonight, my family from Sydney, thank you, especially the Sydney chapter of the Parnas clan, represent. To Lucy's family and friends, or now my family and friends, thanks for making the trip over to the convict state. I know we pronounce words a little bit different over here, but please don't hold that against us. And I must mention Shaz and Brandon, who have flown over all the way from Chicago to be here tonight. I believe Brandon flies out tomorrow and he has to be at work on Monday, so we'll be eternally grateful for that kind of sacrifice. And Brandon, I hope you don't have to treat any patients on Monday morning. Thank you. On a more somber note, I want to take the time to just recognise my Uncle George in Sydney, who couldn't be here tonight. Our thoughts and prayers are with him. Also, I want to take a moment to remember Uncle John Yanada, who unfortunately passed away earlier this year. He loved the party, and I can see him now at some stage throughout the night. He would have been feeding everybody his bootleg Sipuro, grabbing the microphone, and sing along to his favourite Greek songs. Tonight, he's with us in spirit, and he will always be in our hearts. I just want to say a quick thanks to George Zaris. Thanks for driving us in your Valiant today. I appreciate it. That car's awesome. Loved it. Loved every minute of there. Appreciate it. And to George Blagakis, the best MC a wedding could have. A big round of applause for George. As you mentioned yesterday, thanks for putting your own twist on a special night. We appreciate it. Now to the most important part of on the night, my beautiful wife, Lucy. Mrs. Papanis. Welcome to the world of getting your name spelt wrong a lot of the times. Just a word of advice, please learn the phonetic alphabet, as it's a huge help when you're trying to spell your last name. And if anybody calls you Lucy Papinas, I'll hunt them down. I'll hunt them down. Paul, I'm looking at you. Yeah, Muggsy. Babe, I'm so happy that all those years ago, you swiped right on Bumble on a 6'3", 6'3". 6'3".
6'2".
6'2" and a quarter. 6'3", Greek Egyptian guy from the northern suburbs. Thanks for being patient and persistent. I know my communication skills in the early days were lacking. Thanks for picking that up, Kate. I thought taking 12 hours to reply was playing cool. Little did I know that very moment would lead us to where we are today. Having you in my life has given me more purpose and direction. You're kind, compassionate, and caring. You always make people feel really special, especially me. I promise to take care of you now and forever. Darling, you are the love of my life, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. Thank you, babe.
Okay,
Loose.
with me.
Okay.
I'll be really quick. Wow, okay. Just a warning, please be patient with me. All right, I'll move over here, sorry. My speech will go for 17 seconds. Petro. Agapimo. Ematha, Liga, Linika, Yati, Imara, Tu, Gamimumas. Ima, Toso, Haramoni, Putha, Imaste, Mazi, Yaoli, Mastezori. Hang on. Si agapo yapanda iyeneka se So Lucy. And to,
Habibi, ask Colin.
and to translate, I said, Peter, my love, I learnt a little Greek for our wedding day. I'm so happy that we will be together for the rest of our lives. I love you forever, your wife, Lucy.